If you are seeing this video, it's probably because you're like me. I am a woman in her 40s. I have a fantastic career and a wonderful job. I spent a lot of years working on that. I have an advanced degree. I'm actually a tenured professor. I just got tenure a few months ago. I also own a business that's pretty successful in the wedding planning business. And I thought that my life was pretty good. But if you are like me and you are in your 40s and you probably have a great job and you have all those things, you've probably been told that you are missing something in your life if you're still single. And that was me. I didn't meet my husband until I was in my mid-30s, and I was quite single up until then. I tried all the dating apps, I did all the things, but the world and my faith told me that I was still missing something because I didn't have a husband. And that was problematic for me. Hi, my name is Shantae, and I am a professor. I'm a tenured professor, as I just mentioned, and I do own a pretty successful business as a wedding and events planner. And I have been happily married for exactly 2 years. But I went to a Christian university and I was raised in the church, and I was told that pretty much none of those things mattered until I found a husband. And it left me feeling alone, lonely, like miserable, like there's just something missing in my life, when really my life was actually pretty amazing. And I'm kind of disappointed with a lot of what I've been seeing these days about single women in the church. And as a single woman, I was actually pretty proud of being single. I thought I had a really great life, but secretly I was really sad and miserable. And I'd done a lot of things during my single years that I shared. And I stopped doing that because I didn't think people wanted to hear from somebody once they found the love of their life. But because I'm so frustrated with how the church is treating single women and the lies that I am hearing continually be repeated over and over and over again to my single sisters about how to find a husband or what you need to do in your life or what you're missing, it's breaking my heart. And I'm seeing it with young women. I'm seeing it with women who are like me in their 40s or 50s or 60s and still waiting to find a husband and feeling like their life is unfulfilled. And it breaks my heart because I don't think your life is unfulfilled. And I don't think you're missing anything. So I am tired of being quiet about it or not saying anything online. So I'm going to say something. I think as a person who is now married, but is in the wedding industry, I have been a successful wedding planner for over 20 years. And for the majority of those 20 years, I was a single woman planning everybody's dream weddings. And it just kind of had a little bit of ache in my heart every time I watched another bride walk down the aisle and knew it wasn't my turn. So I want to talk about this trash that people are hearing. I've got a young cousin who is wondering, like, how do we find our husband in the church? How do we do that? And how long am I supposed to wait? What's the right way to do it? I don't think that I necessarily did it the right way, but I definitely think that the way that I did it was not the way that the church told me to do it. And if I had done what the church told me to do, I would never have found the man of my dreams. And my husband is 100% my life partner. He is absolutely the man I should be with. And he was worth the wait. And I didn't do it by the traditional ways that the church tells women what they're supposed to do. And I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of watching young women or older women or women who are single and trying to live their best lives and hoping to still find love one day and trying to do it the way that the church told us to do it, feel like we're doing everything the right way and still not finding it. And the reason we're not finding it is because the church is wrong. I grew up in the church. I chose to go to a Southern Baptist university. I spent my life doing that. Y'all, I had a blog that I went for, I don't know, probably a good solid 100 days where I wrote every day about the blessings of being single. I was on a Christian radio show with a panel of single people. We talked every week in Nashville on a Christian radio station about being single Christians and trying to do it God's way. And y'all, none of that brought me any fulfillment. None of it helped me find my husband, but it taught me a whole lot of things along the way. And while I don't think I have all the answers, I certainly think I know enough to start a discussion. So I am tired of all the lies that the church told me, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about, what are you doing? I'm going to tell you what my story is, what I did, how I learned, how I found my husband, how I lived a fulfilling life for 40 years without a husband and two failed engagements, and finally finding the person that's right for me. And while our marriage has only been for 2 years, we've been together for 8. And I've known from the day I met this man that he was the man that God intended me to be with. But again, if I had done it the way the church told me to, I would never have found him. So let's talk about it. If you are like me, which most women these days are, you are killing it. You are the ish. You are the person who has it all. You're traveling. You got your own money, your own house, your own business. You're doing all the things. You have a fulfilled life, but you're still looking for love. I'd love to talk about that. So I'm going to talk about this on part of my channel. I'm still going to talk about my weddings. I'm still going to talk about event planning. I'm still going to talk about travel and all those things that I do that are a part of my business. But I also just want to talk about the part of that people don't talk about, which is getting to the wedding. And I talked about that for years, and I stopped because I didn't think anybody wanted to hear from me. But I think we do want to hear from people who've been in our shoes. I never wanted marriage advice or dating advice from somebody who found their husband when they were 18, 19, or 20, and they met them when they were like in college or in high school, or they met them at their church and they like instantly knew that person was the one and they saved themselves for that person. They saved their first kiss for marriage, all those things. Yeah, that wasn't my story. And it isn't most of our stories. But I found the man of my dreams, and I never want to let him go. So let's talk about it, ladies, and let's find romance. Let's find successful, fulfilling lives, and talk about the lies that the church have told all of us about the way to find a husband, because it's all lies, y'all.